So I was curious about the black pits and all that stuff in the game, in Baldur's Gate, but honestly, turns out that the black pits are basically, they're just like a, they're like some kind of like prologue, but even then, it's essentially just a like a fighting pits. So it's just like a bunch of combats back to back to back. You can create characters or pick from a list, but you can't stake these guys. So I could not really have done taken these guys and put them into the first game, the black pits, and then import them here. I could have, but like it would have messed up the story. They're not really related, so
I've got this.
So yeah.
Hold, travelers! Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our libraries.
We don't have a book, but I used to live here. I'm sorry, friend, I know that you're the child of Gorion and have dwelt here all your life, but I cannot exempt anyone from the sanctions of the Most High Allround.
I'm not a doormat.
You've met the requirement to get entry to our most holy library. It is fine to see the child of Gorion once again within these... Oh no. Oh no. I'm not giving that book. What's the Nether Scrolls? Oh, it is! Okay, I thought it was like a stat book. No, it is a book meant to give to be able to enter. So it's literally just... Okay, that's fine. We have the book. It is...
Donate a tome of great value to our libraries.
Yeah. It's nice to see the child of Gorion once again within these hallowed grounds. Please have your less civilized friends refrain from causing trouble. We're very strict with the letter of the law, as you well know. But that's strict. I'm under the guard, like, right here. Like, I literally killed somebody here.
Want it?
He said nothing has changed. It's literally exactly as it was.
Don't worry about me.
Salutations. I am Catterley, a visitor of Candlekeep, like yourselves.
Oh. Lol. Pardon if I seem out of sorts, but the journey has been long and treacherous, and my labors age me so. May I inquire as to your name? I am certain I've seen your face before, but I cannot fully place it. I'm Shino, and I called this place home for many years. Shino, then I know you well, though you may be hard-pressed to remember. I was last here years ago and conferred with your foster father as you were off to chores. I'm not much your senior, really. I'm certain you tire of hearing it, and that Legion have told you the same, but Gorion was well known to me. His death has been mourned by many. Yeah, why not? I received sympathy from many a person I've never met before, but who was he to receive such adulation? Simple respect is all that it is. Gorion did many good things for many people. When last I spoke with him, I was barely acquainted with his fellows myself. But those who harp do tend to keep to themselves their affiliation. He was a long-standing member, from what I understand. Likely, he said nothing to you because he wished your childhood to be as normal as possible. I suppose all parents wish this, whether the child is theirs or not. I've yet to meet anyone who made claim to achieving it, though. How do you wager you've fared? As well as can be expected, though I've learned much about myself that perhaps was better left unknown. With that, I had a gold coin for every person I've heard say such things. I'm sure you troubles vary greatly from my own experience, but we all have trials we must overcome. We all have a side that should not see the light of day too often. What matters is how much strength you wish to let it have. Bah, such words are better saved for classes and meditations, not for reunions. I will take my leave, though perhaps I shall see you again before I am to go. The tombs in Candlekeep are very nearly endless, and I'm sure to be here for a 10-day at least. There are some within the central keep who wish to speak with you, so it would be wise of you to visit there sometimes. Farewell, my friend. Hey, Akui, what's up, man? Cool. I want to see Puff Guts. Yeah.
Don't worry about me.
Winthrop. Hello, bro.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Aye, now there's a rapscallion set on a little wisp now, and make every bolt count. 9 hells, it's good to be home, Winthrop, my old man. And you, little missus, hold me a long account for all my worries after you'd run off. I do. I know. Oh, damn, I'm so glad to see you, Puff Guts. Oh, man. Winthrop, you old fool. If I had an arrow for every one of these practical jokes you've played on me, I don't know. I'd have a lot of arrows. Well met, my friend. Yes, you'd run me right out of the fletching business in a flash, you would. It's good to see your impish face again. Now fill me in on what it is you've been doing lately. I've been trying to get to the bottom of this metal crisis. A merchant's guild is involved somehow. Iron Throne. Do you know anything about them? The Iron Throne, child? Why, there be no bigger or more dastardly mercantile consortium in all the Western realms. They've been barred from Cormyr for their unsavory practices, but all it's done is make them nastier. You'd best steer clear of them as long as you still get life in you. Okay, I just wanted to talk to him. Let's go to the Central Keep.
I've got this.
Meow.
Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
Oh, hello, Shino. I've not seen you for quite some time. You have certainly picked up a busy time to visit us. I wish I could chat about old times, but I must prepare the meeting rooms for our guests. You seem hesitant, Feldane. Are these people not to be trusted? It is not for me to say, but I should keep an eye on your purse strings while here. 2 are from the Iron Throne, supposedly the leaders themselves. The others are from Am. I believe they are representing the Knights of the Shield. They both claim this trip is to discuss future trading relations, because the Iron Throne has grown so much of late. I know very little of the economics of Baldur's Gate, but I would hazard to guess that both are more than mere businessmen. What do you mean by that? I've had dealings with the Iron Throne, so I would like to know what they're up to. Oh, I hope you haven't thrown your lot in with them. I hear there are such unsavory types, more into power than commerce. I overheard them talking and they have actually profited from the Iron Crisis. That's why the Knights of the Shields are here. The Iron Throne has gained a lot of influence lately and threatens to take over certain Amian interests. I'm surprised Keeper of the Tombs all round allowed them entry, but they have done nothing wrong that can be proved. I don't suppose you know which rooms they'll be using. I've said too much already. I certainly don't want him to seem like a gossip. I should go. Please, we should speak to some other time before you go. Bro. You do realize, though, that I'm walking in there and I'm literally going to murder everybody, right? Like, I've killed a demon and a Death Knight. I think my chances are good.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Don't worry about me.
So we've never actually explored this place. It's the first time we can. Shino Mashal, look at you. Your face has gained some new lines since the days when I tutored you. Please stay back. You were my tutor once, but who you are now, I cannot know. I'm sorry, Karan, but I can trust no one. What has this world done to you, child? It is me, Karen, your tutor. I knew you as a babe. Forgive me, Karen. I'm so filled with fear. This place is not a shelter it once was. Why? What's it wrong here? Shall I tell the Watchers? Yes, call the Watchers, but first tell me if you have seen anything strange about the library today. Strange? Why, yes, this is just a word I would have used for that coverous fellow. He was right here beside me, taking Alundo's prophecies from their place on the shelf and reading them. I could hear his voice, recognize the seer's words upon his quiet breath. But when I turned to steal a glance at him from the corner of my eyes, it was the strangest things. His eyes were closed, and he was reciting page after page, as if from memory. He heard your footsteps, it seems, and wandered off. I was just returning the prophecies to the rightful place here. It might be wise to take a look if this coveress is dangerous, though. I'm afraid I'm too old and bookish to be more than a hindrance. Forgive me, but I must leave you now. Hosanna.
A pretentious pile of petty ponderances. No wonder you surface folk never get anything done. You're too busy poring over ancient manuscripts. Where's the flair? Where's the excitement?
Dude, you're aware we just had plenty of excitement. Like, really freaking hard fights, man. A letter. During the days of the Avatars, the Lord of Murder will spawn a score of mortal progeny, and then the Fire Nation will invade, and the last Airbender is gonna come and help. Yeah, these offsprings will be aligned good and evil, but chaos will flow through them all. When the beast's bastard children come of age, they will bring havoc to the land of the Sword Coast. One of these children must rise above the rest and claim their father's legacy. This inheritor will shape the history of the Sword Coast for centuries to come. Okay. Me too. Me too. During the days of... Wait, no, we read that. The spawn of the Lord of Murder are fated to come into their inheritance through bloodshed and misery. It is the hope of their father that only one shall remain, alive to inherit his legacy. I foresee that the children of Baal shall kill each other in the bloody massacre.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
Well, dip me in broth and call me stewed, if it isn't little Shino. Why? I haven't seen you for nearly, well, quite some time anyway. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Hello, Theoden. How have you been? I still remember you running about the keep in your little swaddling clothes, pestering the elders and spooking the crows. Ain't that right, Jessup? Surely was. Yeah, of course. You never did stay in those rags of yours long. Yes, I remember. But how have you been? You'd be naked as a jaybird the moment someone turned their back on you. I remember the day that fella Blackstaff came floating in there. And there you were, tearing around the outer keep with Gorion out on your tail. Took the cloak right off his back, you did, and made yourself just the cutest little... How touching. Yes, I remember. Could we please drop it? How have you been? Wait, I remember it all now. There was Kelvin Blackstaff trying his hardest to look important while you ran through the stable with his cape tied around your waist. Such a lark, eh, Jessup? I thought I'd catch my death from laughing, I did. You and me both. Gorion was shaking like a leaf. He was so mad. As fun as this has been, I should really be going. Nobody was sure what to do, and then Kelvin mutters some word and catches you by the scruff of the neck with some sort of spectral hand. He holds you out and drops you right in front of him, grabbing his filthy cape in the process. Everyone was scared. They were. Weren't they, Jessup? Sure enough, scared witless. Yep, and then old Kelvin busts out the biggest laugh you have ever heard. Everyone in the keep was laughing like mad, except you, Shino. You just stood there naked as the day you were born and wondering what the fuss was about. I tell you, those were the days. Yes, I think I'll be going now. Oh, certainly, little one. Stop by any old time, though. I got some paintings of you as a youngster I'm sure your little friends would love to see. Remember the one of Shino's on the bearskin rug, Jessup? Surely do, in the buff as usual. Cute as a bug you were. Go play with your friends now. Go on. So utterly naive, and not quite so bad looking. A deadly combination indeed for a simian, that is. Beg your pardon, sir, but there is nothing evil about this little cherry. Who did not see this one coming from a mile away? Now the boys will be bannering for days. Yep. Ah, you're here too. Well, you were the quiet one of the pair, you were. Oh, God. Dude, say another thing, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Why is there like a rug with a painting of me naked on a rug?
Peter, it shall be
Tell me.
even bloodier than you hoped.
I've got this.
Okay, there's literally nothing to do here except go up. Also, just as an aside, the companies, or the company, I should say, companies, whatever. Name is Big Score Music or Source Audio Holding LLC. As for you guys, much love. So, they are claiming copyright on the music that plays when you're in the inn in Baldur's Gate. Well, I mean, in this game.
Give it to me straight. I've got this.
Because, you know, that's not fair use at all, right? Like, the game is in the background. I'm talking over the music from the game. In all these, like, examples that I've given, I'm literally talking over the music. Like, literally. So, fuck these guys.
Our library is a
Like, I appealed the claim, and and someone manually went in and said, like, nope, still stands. Hello, Shino. It's good to see you here once again. A pity you could not have returned during a more restful time. You always were a warrior. I'm sure all is well. Perhaps you're right, though that Coverus fellow still makes me nervous. I think he has had the same effect on others as well. Shistel has been quite unlike his normal self. I should go. Please enjoy your stay.
I've
Shistel.
got this.
Yeah, so these people are clearly doppelgangers. And they're infiltrating every nook and cranny of this place.
The Lord of Murder shall perish.
Shino, you look distressed. What is it, child?
Shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Nothing, it's nothing. I'm just finding it very odd in here. Hot. This keep suffers from as many chill drafts as it always has. You look feverish, Shino. Go see one of the priests that they may tend to it. Sure, I'll do that.
Something, stranger?
Not particularly.
Turrets, a great host will come from the east like a
As I thought I might find you somewhere around here. Allow me to introduce myself. Please do. My name is Coverus. I used to work for your father, running messages to his Harper friends in Waterdeep. Before he passed on, he entrusted this ring to me and asked that I give it to you should evil ever befall him. Will you take it? And what evil befell him, Coverus? You were there, you saw it all. A woman, an armored figure, two ogres.